Hello, welcome back to the poll. This is Matt. This is McKay. Uh, right now, we're going to do a tier list ranking the Halo games. Sorry, that's my dog in the background. Uh, so the tier list here is Godly to This Game Shouldn't Exist. Uh, yeah, so we'll hop onto that.
And just a little bit of background about Halo. Halo is one of those series that, you know, it is one of the best game franchises in recent memory.
Yeah.
A little bit of history. Originally, Halo was supposed to be a real-time strategy game for the Mac operating system and Apple OS X. And it was debuted at Macworld 1999. Since then, there have been many Halo games after Microsoft purchased the rights to Halo from Bungie. And even after Bungie stopped making Halo, there have been more Halo titles. So this should be a fun game or a fun way to kind of explore these games in a little bit of detail. So without further ado, I want to kick things off and I want to put the original, the OG Combat Evolved at Godly. This is the game that started it all. Matt, what do you think?
You don't have to point it out to me because it's kind of small.
Halo Combat Evolved is the Master Chief, kind of old school graphics. You were
Uh,
just on it right there.
this one here?
Yep. So that one's Godly. What do you think? Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
The OG.
Yeah. Halo Master Chief, I would probably put it in Godly too.
I would put it as godly as well, but it didn't start off at godly.
No.
When it first came out, it was awful. There were so many bugs and glitches.
Yeah, this one here, Halo.
2000. I've never played it. We can. It should. I never even heard of it.
Halo 5.
I would put it in the.
I would put it in amazing. I really liked it.
I like it too. I'm not so much on the story of it,
Yeah.
but I could agree with amazing.
Uh, whatever the hell this is.
Oh, the arcade game. Put it as meh. The reviews on it are mixed.
Infinite. I would put it in amazing.
I'm going to put it in the good category. And let me explain why. The campaign was phenomenal. However, you can't replay the missions.
Yeah.
You had to restart the game to replay the missions. Second, it still needs a lot of work. Season 3 is coming out. It's supposed to revitalize Infinite. It should fix some of the glitches. It should fix Forge. It should do all these things. But we haven't seen season 3 yet. It's not coming out until for a couple of weeks. So until season 3 comes out, I'm saying I'm in the good category, not amazing category.
All right. So we put it in great then, because I did read the campaign was great. It was very short though, but the game mechanics itself was like top tier to me.
Oh, good game mechanics. It just needs it has a lot of kinks that needs to be worked out. And
It's
I want the campaign to continue. I wish they would do a DLC already for the campaign. I want to know what happened to Atriox. I want to know what happened to the UNSC Infinity in the game.
yeah. Uh, Spartan.
Spartan Strike. I'm gonna put Spartan Assault and Spartan Strike in the good category. They're kind of a top-down shooter.
Right. I haven't played them, so
I played Spartan Strike. It was okay, but it's
Halo
hey,
Wars 2.
I would put that in the amazing
Yeah,
tier.
I think that's fair.
And we could let's also put Halo Wars there too, since we're on the topic of Halo Wars, and I'll explain why. So if you scroll down, you'll be able to find Halo Wars. It's with the 3 Spartans on the cover. Right there. Halo Wars 1 and 2. The reason why I put them in the amazing tier, really good stories involving a group within the UNSC and some Spartans that are not the Master Chief. It is a real-time strategy game, so the mechanics may be a little bit off for those that are not familiar with real-time strategy games. But the story is what takes it to the amazing tier for me.
Okay. Halo 3 ODST.
Godly tier.
I would put it in like good or great.
What's your reasoning?
I just felt like it was kind of boring.
Let's put it in the great then.
Halo Reach.
Godly.
I agree. It was good. Halo 4.
Godly. The story is amazing for Halo 4.
Halo 2.
I would say let's have you where do you think this one goes?
I would put it in probably good.
Might piss off a lot of Halo fanboys.
That's fine.
What's your reasoning for good tier?
I just feel like it could have been a lot better.
Do you think there should have been more to the campaign than there was?
Yeah, I felt like the game mechanics was slow and outdated.
All right. I can see that. Go ahead and put that in the good. I'm going to put it, if we'll split the difference, I'll put it in the great tier. Yes, the mechanics are very slow and outdated, but for the time, it was a revolution for the first person genre. It is the first person shooter to offer online multiplayer and matchmaking. And it set the standard for online matchmaking.
In Halo games, yeah.
In all shooter games. It was the it was the one of the first person shooters with matchmaking.
Yeah. Halo 3.
Godly. Halo 3's story is amazing. The gameplay and mechanics are amazing. I still play Halo 3 to this day, even though Halo 3 is pushing almost 16 years old at this point. In September, it'll be 16. The graphics have aged like a fine wine. Even for by comparison to today's games, like the new Modern Warfare 2, the graphics are amazing for Halo 3.
Yeah, that's fair.
What's your reasoning for Godly for Halo 3?
No, I just really like the campaign. That's a big thing for me with a lot of video games is if the campaign's good. Like I don't care if it's online multiplayer or whatever, I'll play the campaign over and over again.
And the campaign for Halo 3 was one of the best.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all of them.
All right. I think, do we have enough time for another tiered list? We could continue with the Halo 3, but do the characters.
If I can find one, possibly. Like Halo characters.
Yeah. This might be fun to do. We could do, there's Spartans, there's,
Let's just do that one. I don't
let's do
have
the
time
Spartan.
to go through them all. You're gonna have to tell me which ones they are because I can't really tell.
All right, let's start with the Master Chief. The Master Chief has the dual SMGs in this one.
This one here, right?
He's got to go S tier.
Oh, definitely.
He is the Master Chief. Right next to him to the left was Spartan Locke. I'm going to put Spartan Locke at B tier.
Which one was that?
You're on him right there.
This one here?
Yeah. What do you think, Matt? Do you agree with B tier for Locke?
I think that's suitable, yeah.
What's your reasoning?
I feel like a lot of the games, I feel like he was just kind of just there for most part. I feel like he could have played a bigger role.
I agree. He could have played a bigger role. For me, it's his story. I'm more into the lore aspect, and I wish that they would have fleshed out his character a lot more than they did.
Yeah.
Even in the novels, his character isn't really fleshed out, and the more background, the better. The only
Mhm.
time his character really had a really big role was in a TV show called Nightfall, and he wasn't even yet a Spartan in that.
Yeah. All right. This one here.
Buck. I'm putting Buck at A tier.
Sure.
You play Buck. You see him in Halo 3 ODST. You see him in Halo Reach before he became a Spartan 4. Really good character played by Nathan Fillion. Um, very fleshed out character. That's why I put Buck there.
All right.
The next one next to Buck was Carter from Halo Reach, and I'm going to put Carter at S tier. What do you think? Do you agree with that?
I honestly don't remember him.
He was the leader of Noble Team, and he
Okay.
sacrifices himself for Noble 6 and Noble 4, which is June, not June, Emil, and to take Cortana to the Pillar Bottom in one of the very last levels of Halo Reach. And he is the one that essentially kept Noble Team together. Next to him was Emil. Emil, I'm gonna put an A tier. Sorry, fanboys. I like Emil's character. He's the silent one who's disgruntled all the time. But I feel like they could have had more with him with his lines.
Yeah.
Okay, next to him was Fred. Where do you put Fred, Matt? S tier? Why
Yeah.
S tier?
Fred is just the man. Are you kidding me?
Fred is awesome. I love Fred. His character at follow in the novels is phenomenal. He's one of the best written Spartans. Next to him is George. I'm putting George at S tier. He's the only Spartan 2 on Noble Team, and he's a big softy. When George dies in the Halo Reach campaign, I cried. What about you? Did you cry when he died?
I didn't know. I did really like him though.
June, the sniper for Noble Team. I'm putting him in B.
B really.
Where would you put him?
I was gonna put him in A.
We put it, we'll have you decide. Why do you put him in A?
I don't know. I thought he was okay. Like I feel like he's better than B, sure.
I put him as B because he's a little bit annoying, but
That's fair.
but I he is the second best sniper in the Halo universe. So let's go ahead and put him in A. Cat Noble 2. Where do you put her?
I'm not sure I remember her.
She is the hacker for Noble Team in Reach.
I don't know. I'll put her in A. She sounds cool.
Okay, here we go. Here's another OG Spartan 2. Kelly 087.
Where would you put her?
I put her it's tough. Kelly's tough for me. I could put her at S. I could easily put her in S tier because she is part of Blue Team, but I could also put her at A tier. Um, I could put her at A tier simply due to like some character flaws that she does tend to have. Um, the only real character flaw that she has is that she's kind of typical, like we're supposed to all stay together. And is it really accepting of the realities of war? During her early years as a Spartan. In the Fall of Reach animated movie, you kind of see that a little bit. But in Halo 5, she has a phenomenal character.
That's just part of character development, in my opinion. So let's put her an A.
Yeah. Okay, this is your Halo waifu, Linda. Okay, explain why do you put Linda as S tier?
Because snipers are badass. She's badass. She's super cool. So S tier, no questions asked.
Noble 6. Oh, 6, I'm putting you as S tier. The only other Spartan to have a similar kill count to the Master Chief. Palmer's a D. Palmer's annoying.
Yeah, I agree.
Tanaka.
I would say A.
I'd say, for me, my problem with Fireteam Osiris as a whole, a lot of the characters, other than Buck, they're not very well written characters. I do like Tanaka's backstory. It's very traumatic, very gritty, very dark. For me, she's more of a B than an A. A lot of potential there. I want to see her character fleshed out more. Olympia Vale, I will actually give higher than Tanaka. I give Vale an A over Tanaka because her character is a little bit more fleshed out. She has been seen in a lot more of Halo's media. She starred in a novel alongside the Arbiter. She's one of the few Spartans that can speak fluent Sangheili and understands the Sangheili culture.
I would probably put her an A or S. She doesn't
Okay.
get enough credit as she does, especially in her squad, because she's like the speedster of her squad. She is super quick.
Oh, she is super quick. And I think she has a little bit more of a fleshed out character story than Tanaka, in my opinion.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put an S.
All right. I like that. I kind of like that list. I do like how we have yeah, it's a good list kind of mixed between the S tier. You got it, yes. If we could edit this list, let's take a look at Carter. He's the second one we put in the S tier
Yeah.
behind Master Chief. Where would you put him? Where would you rank him? He was the leader of Noble.
I would probably leave him an S.
You would?
Yeah.
What's your reasoning?
I think anyone who's a good leader deserves to be an S, especially when you're the leader of a Spartan squad.
And for that matter, he survived up until the very end of the Fall of Reach.
Mhm.
Until, he had to sacrifice himself so that Emil and Noble 6 can complete their mission. One thing I do like about Noble 6 being as an S tier, it is the only Spartan on that list that you customize as a player.
Mhm.
It is your armor that you see in the cinematics in Reach. I watched a video and it looked at Halo Reach the game, and then it looked at the Master Chief Collection version of Reach. There's over 9 million different combinations, color and armor configurations for Noble 6 that it could appear in the fall of Reach in Halo Reach for 360 and over 18 million combinations for the Master Chief Collection. And whatever armor configuration and color configuration you choose, that is your Spartan in the game. And I can't remember which YouTuber it was that I watched, but it was a very cool video nonetheless to see the math involved and how he kind of came up with that number for the different armor configurations for Noble 6.
Yeah.
Out of the armor configurations for Noble 6, do you have a set one that you go with? Or do you just do the different colors?
Usually just different colors.
My go-to for Noble 6 is a recon helmet with kind of like a tactical chest.
Hmm.
Kind of green, brown, and tan colors for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think overall it's a pretty good list that we got here.
So if Halo fanboys, if you're watching, go ahead and write down what you would put for your tier list.
Yeah, so like, comment, subscribe. Please comment nice things only. And yeah, hopefully this video will be uploaded near the end of the week because we do have another video that we filmed that will be uploaded prior to that. And I'll hopefully give it at least a day or two in between. And so we'll hopefully come up with another video, hopefully on the weekend. Um, yeah, we'll get to something eventually. Until then, this is Matt McKay. Check out our YouTube channel, The Pull List, and we'll talk to you guys soon.